Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the Scream reunion panel at the Denver Fan Expo that took place this weekend. Now it featured Neve Campbell, Skeet Ulrich, Jamie Kennedy, and Matthew Lillard. Now during the Q&A portion, each actor was asked to name one character from the franchise they would save if they were able to go back and do so. Now when it came to Jamie Kennedy's turn, he had his sights set on Stu Macher. But let's just say that his response has opened up some additional seats on the Stu train, but not maybe the way you think. Stay tuned to hear what he had to say. Let's go.
Hey guys, I'm Max Laferriere. I played Ghostface in Scream 6, and you're watching Craven Something Scary.
So the OG Scream descended upon Denver this past weekend at the Fan Expo, and during the Q&A session, this question was asked.
If you could pick one character from any Scream movie, and it can't be your own, to save, who would you pick?
When it came time for Jamie Kennedy's response, here's what he had to say.
Who would I save? That's hard to ask.
Right here. You don't have to say it.
You know why?
You don't have to say it.
You know why?
Because I'm still alive.
He's still alive. That's why I would. How many people believe that Matthew is still alive? Yeah, I think you're still alive. I would save you if you weren't alive.
All right, guys, I absolutely love this dialogue. And you can hear, in case you couldn't hear, the other person he's speaking with, of course, is Matthew Lillard on stage. And when you hear, whenever Jamie starts off saying, oh man, this is tough, and you hear Matthew say, I'm right here. In other words, like, I'm right here. And then he says, you don't have to save me. And then Jamie's like, you know why? And Matthew says, because I'm still alive. And then Jamie's like, he's still alive. I think you're still alive. And of course, then he asked the crowd, do you guys think he's still alive? And then he says at the end, I would save you. Or he says, I think you're still alive. I would save you if you weren't alive. And so right here, we see Jamie Kennedy absolutely sharing his opinion, his thoughts that Stu Macher is indeed alive and is not dead. And you know what? Jamie Kennedy has definitely got VIP tickets on the Stu train. He is 100% there on the Stu train with us, guys. And I love that. And I love it because you got Matthew Lillard, who's always held that his character is alive. And rightfully so. He should be because the evidence is there. And now we've got Jamie Kennedy coming out and very publicly sharing his opinion as well. That personally, he sees Stu Macher being alive. And remember, a few months back, David Arquette also came out and said in a con that he believes Stu Macher is alive as well. And he's talking about how even the radio silence and the writers have put in the scripting in 6 and 5, especially in 5, where they made it clear that's it's present tense. And so these guys that are part of the team are all speaking about their feelings of the character Stu Macher having survived. And let's be honest, guys, I love Scream 6, and it's a great movie. And one thing, though, that Scream 6 did is it expanded what is survivable. And so if there ever was a question of Stu Macher's survivability, which firstly, he was only stabbed 4 times, and the TV came down, but he had both hands catching the television, bracing the impact. And so, in that electrocution, those All that stuff is in the back of the television. I did a whole video on this. In fact, a whole live event, The People versus Stu Macher. You got to check it out. Go into some serious facts and statistics. But the point of it is, radio silence has raised the bar, or lowered the bar, I should say, of what it takes to survive. You can now be stabbed 20 plus times and survive. And so by any stretch of the imagination, Stu Macher's injuries compared to what we've been seeing lately is mild in comparison. And so anyway, I won't spend a lot of time going on that. I've got other videos where I talk about these things. But I wanted to share this with you guys because this just happened this weekend, again, in Denver. And I heard the footage and watched the Q&A panel from beginning to end. And I absolutely loved it. And I'm like, I gotta bring these to you guys in case you haven't seen it. I know a lot of you probably have not yet heard it. And so I wanted to bring it to you as quickly as possible so that you can be aware and know Jamie Kennedy's thoughts on the character Stu Macher and his belief that Stu is indeed alive, rightfully so. So I would love to know, guys, though, what do you think about his comments and his view that Stu is alive? What do you think? I want to know your thoughts, ideas, and your theories. And what do you think about Stu coming back in Scream 7? Would you like to see that? Would you like to see kind of the clues that have been given in Scream 5 and in Scream 6? Even the cult clues that we got in 5 with Amber and Richie, and carried over in 6 with Jason and Greg. Which, you guys, if you're paying attention, those were big time connection clues to the cult of Ghostface. It's right there in plain sight, guys, if you're paying attention. But would you guys like to see Stu back in 7 and have him return and bring this to a close? Bring back Sydney. Let's come back for one final huge showdown and see Stu Macher back in his amazingness. Let me know what you guys think. Start leaving your comments below in the comments section so that we can discuss it and chat about it below. And I look forward to seeing what your guys' thoughts are. Well, guys, that is going to be it for this update. It's a quick one, but I wanted to bring those comments to you so that you can hear Jamie Kennedy himself in his own voice tell you his thoughts. But listen, I'll be back soon. Don't worry, with more Scream and other horror movie content. But until then, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.